I told you I was going to bring you with me, and you are now here. We are about to leave the beaten path onto dirt roads. I'm going to pass the camera off to Buddha so you guys can get a better shot while I actually try and drive. I'll catch back up with you here in a bit. Since YouTube is awesome, we cannot use any music for our wonderful drive through the woods. So if you're listening pleasure, I give you the tracker. Bigger than yours, that sort of thing. So it makes it really difficult for the Forestry Service, game wardens, and people just trying to get out and see the beauty to get out here. So if you are one of those four-wheel drive people, please step off the road to make a fool of yourself. We got the burn section. All of this was burned at the beginning of spring. Wasn't necessarily a controlled burn, but it did the job. Off on the other side. I'll get some pan over here on the right in a minute. I know it's difficult to see, but there is a creek out there. It's hidden in the bush left and right. approximately 45 minutes. We are so far out that you can't hear an airplane. That moment of joy when you realize that you found peace. Focus past that lamp.
Up there laying in the ditch in the river.
Yeah. Yeah. If it could just focus. Let me see. Here we go.
Apparently it's used to people. Just ran right there to the top of his little head. Yep. There she goes, blowing. There's babies out there.
Yep.
She wouldn't have snorted if there wasn't any babies somewhere.
A little action before we get the tents put up, yeah? Alright, we have made it to the campsite. You guys saw in the last video. This go round, you're going to watch us put up the camp. I do not intend on videotaping this again. This is it. You'll see me do it, and then from here on out, you'll just see it up. I'm not going to dredge you guys with having to put it up and, you know, all of that jazz. So, here we go. Just the tents, equipment in. I always want to gather up the firewood. That is just the usual falling, then have to cut something down. Oh. Hold it down for him, alright? Or better yet, just be in the way as much as possible so I can get my done. There you good girl. Come here. Come here. No, he doesn't want love. Come here. You come over here with me.
Like I did with last time. Hang my mouth out.
I'll play that game. Scoot back, scoot back. Oh, watch out, dog meat. All right. Here, sweetie. Stop. Come here. Go down. Easy quick. Now, we use small scout tents just to save space. They're lightweight. They're cheap. And they work every time. You know what happens? You get a hole in one of these, you put it in the cabinet, you go buy another one. About $20 a piece at Academy. At least they were the last time I priced them.
Still leave us for long, huh?
Yeah, they're expensive now.
No, you still leave it for long.
Oh, to give her something good?
A big block of meat.
Dog meat's got the juicy bone. I figured it out. The bang go at the top or the bottom? The back. You sort of top.
Dude, I still got mothballs over there.
Yeah, I had a few over here, and I seen some over there by where the camera was.
So they're working.
Yeah, oh yeah, they're doing what they're supposed to do, I think. Oh, this ground is so nice and soft. So much nicer than last time. This one's got a lot more tie downs than the last one did. But it's also twice the size. I think it's going to make a difference. Sonny, my stepdad made a good suggestion that man, probably knows where things have been from.
Got it.
It's stepdad mentioned the idea that you might want to make our little camp beds whenever we're not here look like grave sites. So people will be less likely to try and camp in our spots in the middle of the national forest.
Yeah.
I thought it was a pretty decent idea, but at the same time, I don't want to be sacrilegious, you know?
He thought Steve was his ass out here.
No, I know it. Steve, you hear that? You need to bring your butt on out here. It's a perfectly good camping trip. Tight. Tight like a tiger. Yay. That's gonna Man, that's tight. That's not crazy. Does the front lift up a little bit?
Yeah, once you put it, the front pole in. Yeah, I usually have to loosen my front one too,
Okay, that's what I figured.
because it's like it. Yeah, it yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Easiest thing to say with that is yeah.
Now with my old tent, I'd have been done at this point. Nothing else goes into it. It would be up. Now, what you can't see is the backside of this tent. And this tent, my old version was like a coffin. My feet stretched up against the bottom of the tent, my head poked out the top of the tent. It was far too small, but economical when I bought it. Well, I'm a big boy now, and I figured it was time to get, a big boy tent that was actually 6 foot instead of saying it was 6 foot. And I went the distance. I definitely went the distance. Decided to go the full 8 feet instead of just 6. So I have like 7.5 in this bad boy. I'm telling you right now, the inside of this tent is like a Taj Mahal. Tent pole go over?
Goes through. There's a little hole.
Yeah, but I mean it goes over that other bar, doesn't it?
Oh yeah. I don't.
You watch, see if I don't cut a hole right
I guess
there.
it's so. That way you got a little bit more tautness for the rainfall.
But it's, you watch and see if I don't end up cutting a hole right there and putting a little stitching behind it. What just happened? Okay.
That's the way that they
I thought I pushed it all up front there for a second. Right there, they go right over the silver. That's nice. I'll explain it later to the camera. But my fingers don't work like this place. So really?
We have a 0
Okay. Yeah, no, I guess right. It's probably be very close.
Yeah, maybe we're rooting in your lap.
It's hot. Yeah. Fancy marbles.
Now it's hot.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, I changed up my sleeping bag.
Yeah, I noticed that was the one, man.
Yep. I went from the 0 degree to 40. So this is a nice summertime bag. Should do fairly well anyway.
Yeah, I think so.
Figured you not want that.
Oh, yes, yes. Totally forgot about those. So I'm not taking all this stuff. It's too hot. There's nothing to say.
What you think, dog meat, just like old times? Huh? Maybe a little better this time, because you actually know you get to go home. Huh? Yes. This is actually the spot that I found dog meat in. And I could only assume her brother were dropped on top of us. And her brother would not cooperate well enough to get in the vehicle, to be taken care of. The dogs seemed to have been beaten and then thrown out, judging by the amount of road rash that was on my dog. So as horrible as it was, and I don't need a dog. I now have a dog. And dog mate listens like a champ. Don't you, girl? I need you here. You wander, you're not far. Yes, you are a good girl. Well, that's it. That's all it took. That's all she wrote. I'll catch you guys here in a bit. We'll do some trail walking. Get out here and do some goodies. I noticed I put the video in there of the deer. It's not exactly usual to have animal wildlife walk up on you, and to have it not scared of me was definitely something different. But, like I said, catch you guys in a bit. Alright guys, we just got on the trail. This is the Pinhoti Trail. That's that little shack building thing, and that says 2 little blue markers there. Those markers will be our markers for the guide. As long as you can see one of those blue markers, you're still on the path. You can see you brought dog meat along with us this time. A natural habitat, if you will. This is how far it is to the next points. I'll post the map before this with a couple of seconds so you can actually get a good look at it, but it's neat. So I'm gonna quit talking and I'm gonna let you enjoy the peacefulness with me. Looks like our first little creek crossing, yeah? Go ahead, dog mate.
Yeah, I'm letting you go before you decide you want to push me.
Yeah. I'll go with the $1,000 camera first. Come on, girl. Be mindful. It's always watching. If you look here, you can see it seems to be some sort of a road. Maybe the old forestry road. Could have also been a mill. You never know.
You know all about this water?
Yeah.
I don't think we're doing that one.
I'm pretty sure we're going to run across a copperhead at some point. Whether it's back at the campsite or out here, I'm 100% sure. I couldn't get it to fold. I'm coming, dog mate. Oh, I know. Well, see, that's
on one side as far as they want to go, and then spray the other side on the way back.
what we're probably going to do is come back and make sure this path's nice, you know? Mm-hmm. Could also be that.
I like oxygen.
Me too. What do you think, dog mate? Mm-hmm.
Oh, you left the water back on. Oh.
That beauty. Come here, dog mate. Stay back. I'm gonna get him with a stick so he moves a little. But we're not gonna bother him. Because I think that might be Cottonmouth there.
No, rat snake.
He's got some good pattern color striations.
Under his head, that's white. His belly's white.
Oh yeah, and his eyes are round.
Rat snake.
Let's see if I can get a shot of that for you guys. Well, David Attenborough is not going to be hiring me anytime soon.
You want to make a move?
No, wait a
I
minute.
think he's going to move on his own.
Like I said, I can't quite get a focus.
This is what makes me think that this snake's probably the same human.
Yeah, this little guy's used to seeing people, I think, as well. But you can clearly see a good round eye.
Trying to get him in the sun. Well, she scared him off.
Come on, dog mate. Let's go.
Take it under the rock is his home.
Yeah. Come on, girl. Come on, dog mate. Make sure you guys got the widest angle possible. Maybe one day you guys will be able to watch it in VR. And get my broke ass in line and save some money. Oh, the creek is absolutely beautiful. Yeah. And something to keep in mind, guys, we are literally in a creek valley between two large hills. And some would struggle to call them mountains. I would like to say that it's just one mountain and we're looking at several hills. I call it a mountain because it's over 1,200 feet. Another beautiful creek crossing. And then, yeah, uphill. As you guys can see, oh, it got me a good one already trying to get me. Let's check those other legs, yeah? Looks like I'm all good. So we're gonna try back up the hillside here. Maybe with dry feet. Ugh. It is not an easy walk across through there. Does help a little that somebody's got the right shoes on though, yeah? Come on, dog mate. Let's go. Alright. Now we're going uphill. I have a feeling that's going to be one of our last little water stops, so I'll tag you guys along for a bit more. I think I'm going to take care of this branch right now. That might do it. Whew.
Nice.
Oh yeah, no, dude, they get bad. The gnats are so terrible. If you guys don't know what this trail is, you really need to look it up. It is a pretty significant part of history as far as the way the Indians traveled from point A to point B. Got another one of them blue markers. Still on the right path, apparently. These little mushrooms.
Yeah, somebody may comment what they are.
I don't know exactly what they are, but I'm pretty sure they're edible. Now, before I stick one of these things in my face hole and get super sick, I would so appreciate if somebody could find out what they were. I thought it was chicken of the woods, but I'm not 100%. Now, I don't want to stick nothing in my mouth that I can't be pretty much 100% sure of. That is what she said. Cool. Oh, that beautiful creek.
Like that one, it's real flat.
I got a feeling that may be somebody's camp spot.
They're in a flat spot.
Yeah, I feel like that might be a good camp spot.
The wood's been cleared out right there.
Uh-huh. It's all been moved over there.
Well, we found the spot we're talking about in here.
Yeah. We wanted to wander up the trail. Get a little drop off.
Plus they were right here too, it's good and quiet.
Oh yeah, it's good and quiet. You hear people coming for a while. And there's plenty of water.
Oh, it's all something running. Now that, I'm pretty sure it is. Or is it supposed to be bigger?
I don't think that's quite right.
But that's closer to what it looks like.
I think so too.
It's that color, but it's weird looking. And I'm always thinking like trees.
So I'm getting your dog meat. Yeah, I did too. I always saw it at the base of trees or on down trees. Or that's how it was explained to me anyway.
How did Dustin plan on letting us know that he was going to come out here today or not?
He's gonna do it one of two ways. Either his mom is gonna bring him up, and he's gonna ride back with us, or he's gonna ride up on his own in his Jeep and meet us. Keep going, girl. You can get some water. You want to stop for a minute?
He's like, no, I gotta keep moving. I can't see over.
Come on, girl. I'll be down there in a minute. There you are, girl. Oh-ho. Now, you guys see this, right? Now, dog meat just left over it like it was nobody's business, which tells me there's nothing behind there. But you just saw a snake scurry up underneath a log about the length of my leg. Fairly harmless, but still, you saw it scurry up underneath a log just like that. I believe we're going across again. I understand.
No, I mean, I'll walk over there and look at it. Before you start stepping, you know what I mean? Just make sure ain't nothing hiding. I think you're good. If not, I'll know in just a second.
Yeah, you will.
Did you know the mud puppies are still alive in the aquarium with a pup?
Really?
Yeah, they're growing. You remember how little the crawfish were?
Yeah, you had little ones.
Not that big now.
Oh, about 1.5 inches.
I like this spot.
Yeah,
Right there in front of us.
right here.
Around that whole area.
Oh yeah.
Find where we wanted to be at.
Well, it appears people have been over here already. Take a look, see. I mean, that could be a fire ring there. Just a good spot. Water's right over there. We're coming.
This is part of one of them controlled bones.
Probably.
That's why there's not any red.
Yeah.
Unless it just burnt.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We got like perfect round square. Big square.
Oh, it is too. Where you going?
See that right there is perfect.
Yeah.
You got a little flat spot right there beside it. You can put your little coffin up. Oh no, dude, that'd make me have to pee so many times during the night.
It probably would me too. It definitely would be an interesting evening.
We can try that.
Yeah, there is.
There's a deer rub too.
Hmm?
That pine tree. That rub. Right
Oh.
in front of me. The little tree right here. Close.
Oh yeah. Oh, you can see it.
You can see their trail right there.
That's a rubbing from the bucks. Trail comes right off.
I bet you have been bedding down right now.
It does look like some beds over here. I hate when trees go down.
Here.
Uh-uh.
Because once a deer hunter, always a deer hunter. Every time you're in the woods, you notice it before anything.
Oh yeah.
Does Dustin hunt on that land he got up there at on Chandler Mountain?
No, not yet. Alright guys, I'm gonna let you go right here. We're gonna continue walking for a bit, but I didn't want to suck up all y'all's time, which is... Now again, I'm no David Attenborough. I'm 100% sure I'm saying it wrong. But,
Oh, dude, you can see it.
look at that guy. Now, I want to give you a size recognition on what that's all about. So, I'm gonna go here. So you can see the size of that spider. See all the spider inside the leaf? Motherfucker. Alright, we're taking a little break. We just came down the trail there. The trail goes across this log and through that hole over there. Now, yeah, you can go down through the creek right over there, but what would be the fun in that, right? So let's go ahead and... Oh, we'll cross on the log, shall we? Ooh, there's a big hole in this end. Oh, tell me that's not something in there. Here, Quinn, stick your head off in there. Are you coming too? Alright, I'm taking the hop. Move, dog, meat. out! Oh, how's he gonna do it? 'Cause it comes up right next to this dead tree. Good night, that's a hole. I'm gonna wait on you to get over here. What'd you find, dog meat? She's so at home out here. Like, she doesn't look like this at the house. That whole tree. Alright guys, it's the next day. We spent the night and everything was hunky-dory. I had a little, what was it? Dustin showed up, and what'd you have? You had hot dogs and corn and all kinds of stuff. It was good food. It's good food. I didn't eat much of it, but it was good. We're heading out to a swimming hole because it's extraordinarily hot. And instead of just sitting here in the sauna of the forest, we're going to go down to the creek. Now, yeah, I know, there's a creek right there behind our campsite. Why do you got to go to some other creek? Trust me, when you see the creek, it's gorgeous. It'll be worth it. Alright, we'll see you guys there. Okay guys, I'm going to try to do this the best I can. This is a nice little swimming hole. There's a bridge up there. It's pretty. Not deep enough to jump. Wouldn't even try it. But there's some interesting fish out here in the water. You can't really see any at the moment. But the water is crystal clear. And it just continues straight up the creek like that. Now the problem we're having out here is the sweat bees, horse flies, all the goodies that come around water are torturing us. So we're going to go back to our nice little shady hidey hole. And we're going to play in the creek there like we should have. I'll catch you guys back at the creek. Well, this is the way everything turned out. Like I said, Dustin showed up, and then there was us two, of course. And, you know, got the wood pile. I'll walk out of the bushes from where I have been filming. Car's parked over there. Dustin is supposed to be getting a tripod. Once he gets a tripod, I'm going to get my feet wet in the creek. Buddha here is planning dinner. The spectacular, the only, the ramen noodles. Either one. Wow. Always wanted to make this a stone pass, but at the same time it's national forest. You can't do much. If you do, then you hurt the system. But there's tons of camping over there, and it goes over another creek. Into another creek over there. So, there's a ton of space out here. And up in there, it looks like caves, I think. I just don't know. I haven't quite been up in there to actually take a good look. But that's how it goes sometimes. I'll get up over there at some point. Someday I will. But this is our little creek area. Like I said, I don't like changing much. But this little area here, as you can see, is absolutely beautiful. And somebody has blown apart this dam. Now, I'm not one for damming a creek because, well, first of all, it destroys possible property, you know. You're backing up water and taking over all kinds of things. But in this case, you can see here where the water line was just recently. You can see where the water line had been before. Up there on that top edge where that big tree is over there. Way over there. Let me see if I can get it. Yeah, way over there. There's actually steps leading up. It is wild. But I'll hop, skip, and jump across the creek for you right quick. Oh,
Here's the top ice thing.
great. Bring it with us, yeah? Here we go. You know it's a good rock, right? Yeah, it's a good rock. And that one? That one's not good. Not good at, oh, ha! Okay. Like I said, there's a little path right here. And it just goes right up onto this plateau. But this beautiful edge here. And the way it works around onto this flat section is just amazing. So I'm going to play with it for a while and see what I can do. And I'll get back with you guys here in just a bit. Well, here you go. I'm going to try and do a little path down the side here so it makes it easier for the walking back and forth. But it looks like there's a large pile of stone right down there, and the way things are dropping off, I may have a lot more than I could use here. It's going to be kind of neat. I don't know what exactly to expect or plan for. It's a waste of time, really, because as soon as it rains again, I'm sure it'll wash away and it'll all be like a sandcastle. But let's see how it looks, yeah? Alright guys, we are loaded out. It is about 12. We got the place all cleaned up and stacked out. Yesterday I was doing the creek bed down here, and I'll let you guys see about how far I got with that. Now remember, I said I was going to do that path down that side. Now, where you see Dustin sitting is that path. But the bank, I have to stack the rocks up, and I'll show you in a second. And I'm using the water to flow the loose stone, like pea gravel and whatnot, into these areas so that I don't have to shovel it. Just let the creek do what it naturally does. But I'll walk down here and show you, because I'm dying to get back in the creek. But see how the rocks are kind of piled in? Haven't done this section yet. As you can see, there's the wall there, and there's no wall here. Now, I started down here on this end. And you can see where I had made it to. Just letting the creek do what the creek does. A sock. And here you can see where the creek's already done what the creek does best. And it's just filled it in real nice and pretty like. And there right there is a diversion to run it over the other side so we get that nice pea gravel into all these giant boulders. Now I'll walk you down a bit because everyone loves seeing the creek. There you go, girl. Now, down here you can see there's bedrock all the way down. So all the rock in here up to this point is about the size of a softball or less. Now you can see that area there is a great spot for copperheads to be hiding. Just a great bed. So we have to be very watchful and always have our eyes open. That's interesting. I have moved some of those. What? That is how our creek looks right now. I'll zoom around for you so you can have a better look. Those two boulders there are going to be impossible to move. It's going to take some real Egyptian engineering to get that thing out of the way. But where Dustin's sitting is pretty much the bottom of that dam. You can see how pretty that hill is there and everything. It's just wild. And there's that second creek. But I'll bring you back in a second, show you the last bit. Alright guys, that's it. I am heading to the house. I will see you guys on the next adventure, or sometime in between there if you actually run into me. I'll post something. Don't know when, but I'll get you guys some information soon about the next trip. Be careful out there.